Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Now, today we are going to start with the topic recognizing dignity, and this is the topic of civics lesson number 1 on equality. We have already started this lesson on equality, and now we are on recognizing dignity. This on equality means we have read about the two stories about Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansaris. They were treated, they were not treated equally just because for their caste purpose or their religion. And that is why we can say, looking into these stories, two stories, we can say that now we always talk about equality in India, but still somewhere we can find inequality. We are able to see inequality still exists in India. Now we are going to start with the topic today, recognizing dignity. You have understood by now that the caste we are born into, the religion we practice, the class background we come from, whether we are male or female, these are often the things that determine why some people are treated unequally. Now, the reason why people are treated unequally in the society, the reasons are just on the basis of religion, the class, the uh, background we come from, plus whether we are male or we are female. So on these particular basis only inequality we face inequality in our society. यही मेन रीजंस होते हैं जिसके बेसिस पे हमें इनइक्वालिटी देखने को मिलती है. Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansaris are being treated unequally on the basis of difference of caste and religion. Now, due to different caste and different religion, caste was low caste. Om Prakash Valmiki belonged to low caste, and that Mr. and Mrs. Ansaris were having different religion, and that is why they were being treated. Both people were treated unequally in the society. So when persons are treated unequally, their dignity is violated. Now we can say when their respect is violated, dignity means with respect. When a person is treated unequally, जब किसी को असमानता का फेस करना पड़ता है सोसाइटी में व्यवहार, then what happens, that person feels very humiliated, and self respect is violated. उसका जो respect है uh, that is violated means एक तरीके से उसको harm पहुंचता है, उसकी respect को harm पहुंचता है. The dignity of Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansaris was violated because of the way in which they were treated. Now Om Prakash and Ansaris both were treated unequally. uh, समानता नहीं, उनके साथ समानता का व्यवहार नहीं हो रहा था. They were not treated equally in the society, and that is why their respect was being harmed. उनके जो respect,
Ma'am,
yes, Lakshita.
ma'am, violated means?
Violated means किसी रूल या लॉ को एक तरीके से आप फॉलो नहीं करते हैं, तो दैट मीन्स यू आर वायलेटिंग दैट रूल एंड लॉ, है ना. तो यहाँ पर क्या है कि ओम प्रकाश वाल्मीकि एंड अंसारी वाज मींस द डिग्निटी मींस रिस्पेक्ट, उसको हार्म पहुंच रहा था. वो फॉलो, दूसरे लोग उनकी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं कर रहे थे एक तरीके से देखा जाए तो, बिकॉज जस्ट बिकॉज दे बिलोंग टू लोअर कास्ट और अदर रिलीजन, तो वो उनको रिस्पेक्ट नहीं मिल रही थी उस वक्त सोसाइटी को. उनको अनइक्वल ट्रीटमेंट फेस करना पड़ रहा था, इनइक्वालिटी का सामना करना पड़ रहा था. दैट इज वाई देयर डिग्निटी मीन्स देयर रिस्पेक्ट, वो उनको हानि पहुंच रही थी, एक तरीके से हार्म हो रहा था वो. ठीक है ना. वायलेटेड मीन्स हार्मिंग द अदर पर्सन, किसी भी तरीके का दूसरे को नुकसान पहुंचाना. ठीक है ना. वायलेट करना, कोई रूल्स और रूल्स रेगुलेशंस के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो कोई रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस को वायलेट कर देना मीन्स उनको नहीं मानना.
Okay,
क्लियर.
ma'am.
Now by picking on him and making him sweep the school. Now by picking on him and making him sweep the school because of his caste, Om Prakash Valmiki schoolmates and teachers heard his dignity. That means when the headmaster and all were not treating Om Prakash Valmiki, that means they were hurting the respect, self-respect of Om Prakash Valmiki. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then uh, we can say that being a child, Om Prakash Valmiki could do very little about the situation that he was in. Now he could do nothing. Om Prakash Valmiki was not able to do anything as he was a child, and whatever his masters or his schoolmates used to say, he used to do the same. और इसकी टीचर जो बोलती थी वही करते थे वो ओम प्रकाश वाल्मीकि बिकॉज वो छोटे थे और वो सिचुएशन को हैंडल नहीं कर पा रहे थे सो that is why when his father saw him sweeping the school. He felt very angry and for this unequal treatment and pointed out to teachers for the unequal treatment which they were giving in the school. Clear? Then,
Yes, ma'am.
huh, then we can say that Ansari's also dignity was also hurt when persons refused to lease their apartment to them. Now, when persons uh, refuse to give the apartment to Ansaris, in one sense, we can say that they were also facing the unequal treatment in the society just because of their religion, and that is why their dignity, their respect was also being हाँ उनकी रिस्पेक्ट सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट को भी एक तरीके से नुकसान पहुंच रहा था now however when the property dealer suggested that they change their name it was their dignity or self respect that made them refuse to this suggestion and as soon as the property dealer asked them or to change the name instead of Ansaris to keep the name as Mr. and Mrs. Kumar. But their self-respect was there, and that is why they refused to change their name. And this because just because they did not want to lose their self-respect, अपना स्वाभिमान वो खोना नहीं चाहते थे, इसलिए वो अपने ही नाम के साथ अपार्टमेंट्स ढूंढ रहे थे. So Om Prakash and Ansaris do not deserve to be treated like this. Om Prakash and this Ansaris, they are not deserving to be treated like this in the society where we are always talking about equality in the society. They deserve the same respect and dignity as anyone else. जो दूसरों के साथ व्यवहार हो रहा था जो लोग दूसरों के साथ बिहेव करते हैं वैसा ही इनके साथ भी बिहेव करना चाहिए था सोसाइटी में जस्ट बिकॉज they are having of low caste they belong to low caste or they belong to other religion they should not be treated unequal in the society. So this should not be done as we always talk about equality in the society. This shows that they were not getting equal treatment and here inequality still prevails in the in our country, India. Now, equality in Indian democracy. Now we will talk about equality, Samanta, हमारे India में as a democratic country. Now, in Indian Constitution recognizes every person as equal. Now, Indian Constitution recognizes every person as equal. Means according to the Constitution also, it is said that each and every person should be treated equally. This means that every individual in the country, including male and female person from all castes, religion, tribes, educational and economic backgrounds are recognized as equal. That means whether we are male or female, whether we belong to any caste, religion or tribe, or whether we are educated or non-educated, whether we are economically good or bad, but then also we should be treated equally in the society and it is the right to equality given by our constitution also constitution के द्वारा भी हमें ये right to equality का अधिकार दिया गया है and this shows that we should be also treated equally in the society. Now, this is not to say that inequality ceases to exist. It doesn't. But at least in democratic India, the principle of equality of all persons is recognized. Now, if we talk about India, our democratic country, we have to see that equality should be there for at least it should be there for all the people. Everything should be available to each and every person, and no discrimination should be based. No discrimination should be based. Wait a second.
Ma'am, your voice is not coming.
So here uh, this is it doesn't, but at least in a democratic India, means in at least if we talk about our country, where democracy is there, where constitution is there, and with the constitution we have been provided equality, then the principle of equality for all person is recognized. Means we should recognize at least the principle of equality. That means the equality should prevail in our democratic country India. While earlier no law existed to protect people from discrimination and ill treatment. Now there are several that work to see that people are treated with dignity as a and as equals. Now there are several laws made, several provisions made on which it is said, in which it is said that people should be treated equally. No discrimination should be made. No exploitation should be there. No ill treatment should be done to any of the person belonging to any caste, color, or creed. So many laws. Previously, we see that no such type of laws or provisions were there. But now in modern India, we can find so many laws which exist that can tell us that we should treat each and every person as equal. So now you can underline this, that so many laws are also there in our country, which according to which we should be treated equally. Now this recognition of equality includes some of the following provisions. कुछ बातें जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में लिखी गई हैं, they are first, underline this, which is the first thing which is said in our constitution, that every person is equal before law. Now how does equality constitution provides us equality? Constitution के द्वारा हमें equality कैसे देखने को मिलती है? Now according to our constitution, every person should be treated equal before the law. Means कानून के सामने everybody is equal. Now for example, if any uh, means a person who is holding a good office, means a high office in the government, he or she has made or committed a crime, and the same crime is committed by a common person, we can say a domestic worker or कोई common man के द्वारा भी वही same crime किया गया है, then what will happen? The punishment will not be different कि वो government office में है, high position पे है, या प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने या प्रेसिडेंट ने कोई क्राइम किया है, तो उनको दूसरी तरह मुस्कान, तो उनको किसी दूसरे तरीके का ट्रीटमेंट दिया जाए या पनिशमेंट दिया जाए, और जो जो हमने मीन्स कॉमन मैन ने किया है अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम या कोई क्राइम कमिट किया है सेम अगर, तो उनको दूसरा पनिशमेंट दिया जाए. दिस शुड नॉट हैपन इन अ कंट्री इंडिया. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज सेड in our constitution only that
Ma'am, there is a person joined with the name No Name.
Ma'am, you cannot erase this.
I cannot erase this. I have to do some settings, then only I will erase means inside, and that will take time for me. I'm also
Ma'am,
not
आप एक बार वापस screen share कर लो ना.
स्क्रीन शेयर देना बेटा, टाइम चला जाएगा, इसीलिए मेरे को ये कंप्लीट करना है ना. तो कोई बात
Okay,
नहीं, अभी दिख रहा है. We are able to see. You are having your own books.
yes, ma'am.
You just
Yes, ma'am.
understand, okay? You just listen. Now, so the example is given now here. We were talking about equal before law. So according to the constitution also, we have been provided the equality before law. That means every person will be treated equal before law. So what this means is that every person, now example is given here. You can underline this, the example, that from the president of the country to Kanta, who is a domestic worker. Kanta, domestic worker means she's a common man, has to obey the same laws. Means whatever laws are meant for the Kanta, the same laws to be followed by the president. If any law violated by president and the same law is violated by Kanta also, then both of them will get the same punishment. We were talking about that only. Now, second thing, so first you have underlined this, that equal before law, equality before law. This will be the first provision. पहली बात जो रखी गई है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में कि सबको समानता का अधिकार है in front of the law. Then second is no person can be discriminated against on the basis of his religion. अपने religion के basis पे किसी को discrimination नहीं मिलेगा, ना तो religion, ना race, ना caste, ना place. Means the person will not be treated unequally in any respect, whether he is from any caste, color, religion, or we can say any background. So everybody will be treated equally. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, third, first provision clear, or everybody should be equal before the law. Second is nobody should be discriminated. Discriminated means भेदभाव नहीं होगा किसी के साथ भी, और भेदभाव जब नहीं होगा, then everybody will be treated equally. Whether they are male, female, भेदभाव और birth of place कुछ भी हो, उनका religion कोई भी हो, कोई भी race कोई भी हो, मतलब race means कोई भी origin है उनका,
Skin color.
कहीं भी born करते हो, caste कोई भी हो. So now the third category, third provision is every person has access to all public places, including playgrounds, hotels, shops, and markets. Now, all the people in India have the access. Have the access means can easily reach to all the public places. उनको अधिकार है हर public place को use करने का. Without that making any discrimination, they can go and use the parks, public parks, markets, hotels, shops, and all. So all persons can use publicly available wells, roads, bathing ghats. Means सारा कुछ जो भी public को government ने बनाया है, जो कुछ government ने बनाया है, वो सब क्या है, public का है, and then public can use it as the means we can say right to use these public places. Now, fourth is untouchability has been abolished. Fourth provision given in constitution is that untouchability has been abolished. That shows that जो छुआछूत है, जो भेदभाव है, वो बिल्कुल ही हमारे भारतवर्ष में खत्म कर दिया गया है. And if anybody found guilty of this means untouchability को अभी भी कोई follow कर रहा है, then that means that person is liable for punishment. उसको punishment देने का अधिकार है law के द्वारा. So the untouchability has been abolished. From all these four provisions, it is clearly indicated that we, if in our country India, should be treated equally. We should follow the equal treatment for each and every person. Then the two ways in which the government has tried to implement the equality that is guaranteed in the constitution is first through laws and second through government programs or schemes help advantage communities. Now, another way which shows or which helps the people of low caste people to get the equality in our society is by the uh, uh, help of the government. With the help of the government also, now government, how the government is helping, government has tried to implement equality that is guaranteed in the constitution, first through laws and second through government programs and schemes. Now, how government is helping to means for the equality to exist in a country, equality exist रहे हमारी country में, सब कोई समान रूप से व्यवहार किया जाए, ऐसा कैसे गवर्नमेंट हेल्प कर रही है? फर्स्ट, by implementing the what लॉज, लॉज कुछ इस टाइप के बना दिए गए हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में, जिससे कि सबको समानता का अधिकार मिला गया है. नाउ गवर्नमेंट हैज आल्सो स्टार्टेड सर्टेन प्रोग्राम्स एंड स्कीम्स. कुछ प्रोग्राम्स और स्कीम्स गवर्नमेंट ने स्टार्ट किया गया है, जिससे कि लोगों को लगे कि वी आर बीइंग ट्रीटेड इक्वली इन द सोसाइटी, and especially it is done for the disadvantaged communities. Disadvantaged communities means जो communities बहुत backward है, जो जो सोचती हैं कि हम rest of the part of the society से बिल्कुल अलग हैं, उन societies को equal दर्जा देने के लिए, equal position देने के लिए गवर्नमेंट बहुत सारी programs और schemes start किया है. Now there are several laws in India that protect every person right to be treated इक्वली. बहुत सारे लॉज बनाए गए हैं जिससे हमें
मैम आपकी बात करेक्ट, मैम आपकी बात करेक्ट हो रही है. नो मैम आपकी आवाज सही है.
ओके. नाउ बहुत सारे लॉज ऐसे बने हैं इंडिया में विच प्रोटेक्ट्स द राइट टू इक्वालिटी ऑफ ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल विच इज लिविंग इन इंडिया. इंडिया में जो भी इंडिविजुअल रह रहा है, जो भी लोग रह रहे हैं, उनका राइट टू इक्वालिटी प्रोटेक्ट किया जा रहा है. किससे? some laws, some provisions which are made in the constitution by the government. Now, in addition to laws, government has also set up several schemes to improve the lives of the communities. बहुत सारे schemes और programs हमने बात किया अभी. Now, these schemes are to ensure greater opportunity for people who have not had this in the past. Now, these schemes ये श्योरिटी देती हैं कि जो अपॉर्चुनिटी बैकवर्ड क्लासेस को या पहले पास्ट में किसी लोगों को नहीं मिली है, वो अपॉर्चुनिटी अब लोगों को मिलेगी, जिससे कि उनको भी लगे कि दे आर बीइंग ट्रीटेड इक्वली इन अ कंट्री. नाउ वन ऑफ द स्टेप्स दैट द गवर्नमेंट इंक्लूड्स द मिड डे मील स्कीम. अब एक जो स्टेप है, वो स्टेप कौन सा है गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा लिया गया? मिड डे meal scheme ka. Now you can underline this. Now what is midday meal scheme? This refers to the program introduced in all government elementary schools. Now this midday meal scheme is a program which is introduced by whom? Government. Which is introduced by government. और कहाँ पर introduce हुआ ये? All elementary schools. Now what are elementary schools? The pre-primary schools. Mostly जो pre-primary schools है, उसमें ये midday meal स्कीम जो है, ये गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट किया गया है टू प्रोवाइड चिल्ड्रन विद कुक्ड लंच. नाउ व्हाट इज द मेन एम ऑफ दिस स्कीम? द मेन एम ऑफ दिस स्कीम इज टू प्रोवाइड चिल्ड्रन विद कुक्ड लंच. पढ़ाई के साथ साथ उनको एक टाइम का खाना भी दिया जाए. So Tamil Nadu was the first state in India to introduce the scheme. Now underline this also, which was the first state to introduce this scheme in India? That is Tamil Nadu. And which year? In 2001. Underline this, Tamil Nadu was the first state in India. Which was the first state, Himanshi, to introduce the midday meal scheme?
Ma'am, Tamil Nadu.
Yes, Tamil Nadu. And Raghav Bansal, in which year it was introduced?
Ma'am 2001.
2001. And then after introducing in Tamil Nadu in 2001, now the Supreme Court decided and asked all the state governments, सारी states की government को इंडिया में Supreme Court ने ये order निकाल दिया to begin this program in their schools within the 6 months. Now within 6 months, now Supreme Court, the decision of, as you all know, that after High Court, Supreme Court, now the Supreme Court decision is the फाइनल डिसीजन. फाइनल डिसीजन इज ऑफ whom? सुप्रीम कोर्ट. लोअर कोर्ट्स होते हैं, फिर हाई कोर्ट होता है, देन सुप्रीम कोर्ट. जो हाईएस्ट डिसीजन सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ले लिया, वही डिसीजन होता है. देन हियर आल्सो सुप्रीम कोर्ट asked now all the state governments to begin this scheme in their own states within how many?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, 1 minute left.
So within 6 months, they were asked to start the scheme in their own stage. Now this program had many positive effects, many positive, बहुत अच्छे result आए इसके means scheme के. Now this include the fact that more children have begun enrolling. अब क्या इसके result आए अच्छे, positive result क्या है? First, children have begun enrolling and regularly attending the school. अब खाने जब उनको खाना मिलने लगा स्कूल में, तो अब ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग enroll means admission लेने लग गए schools में. Enroll means admission and regularly attend करने लग गए school. Now second thing, teachers reported that earlier children would often go home for lunch and then not return to school. But now with midday meal begin provided in schools, their attendance was improved. Now previously ये teachers ने report दी थी कि दोपहर के समय बच्चे घर चले जाते थे खाना खाने के लिए और वापस return नहीं होते थे schools में. अब क्या है कि बच्चे वापस return होते हैं. Now the attendance is more increasing. So this is another benefit of the midday meal scheme कि एक तो admission ज्यादा हो रहे हैं, attendance regular हो रही है और जो बच्चे जाकर वापस लौटते नहीं थे, that will increase the attendance also. Now another thing, mothers who earlier had interrupted their work to feed their children at home during the day, अब दिन भर में जो mothers अपने बच्चों के लिए अपना काम छोड़ करके घर आती थी, वर्क जो वर्किंग वुमेन्स थी वो घर आती थी तो क्या होता था कि उनको घर पे बच्चों का खाना बनाना पड़ता था. बट नाउ व्हाट हैपन कि अब उनको उसका नई टेंशन थी.
ओवर हो गया.
हाँ, now time is running short, so we'll continue this paragraph in our next class. Till then, you learn, read this and try to understand. And if any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.